On the field, the pride of the Southland band crisply marches into the Giant T. The rear, the roar of 97,000 fans rises with each rhythmic step. In the background, George Beatsis is singing "Fight, Balls, Fight." The orange and white Shakers flood the air. The Volunteers are ready at the north end of the football field to burst through the gate. They're coming now, racing onto the field through the Giant T. In that magic moment that says, wherever you are, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Back with the second video for today. Dropped a video earlier this morning talking about Boo Carter's tweet that he put out a couple of days ago. Listen to priority targets for this class of 24. Who Boo Carter is trying to get in the boat. Some of those guys very, very important to this class of 24. If Josh Heupel is going to pull off a top 5, top 7 type of recruiting class, but also a couple of guys that he did not mention, and that was 4-star running back Braylon Russell, set to commit, covering that in a live stream, but also an in-state priority. Edwin Spillman is a guy that Boo Carter did not mention. However, Edwin Spillman has set his commitment date. Is he on his way to Rocky Top? Is he going to be a Tennessee Volunteer? We can take a look at the profile here. You can see 6'1", 220 pounds out of Nashville, Tennessee. Big brother Nate already a part of this Tennessee football team, and that's something that a lot of people have talked about. You know, Edwin Spillman is a lock. He will end up in orange. I've talked a lot about it on this channel. Even as Ohio State started to push, you still feel confident that Edwin Spillman is going to be a Volunteer. You can see there the On3 recruiting prediction machine has the VAWLS at over 80%. You go to 247 Sports, all the crystal balls are for Tennessee. You feel like they have a lot of momentum, but is he a lock? Is he a guarantee? We're going to look at the commitment date. We're going to look at his quotes, what he has to say about the big decision that is right around the corner. But before we do that, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up just below the video. That is quick, it is free, and it is easy. It helps the channel. What it does, takes this video and recommends it to other Tennessee fans, and that's what we are trying to do here. We're not experts, we're not insiders, we are one of you. We are for the fans, by the fans. We are trying to build a community of Tennessee fans. We can get together, hang out, talk a little bit about Vol football, whether that be in the season, have some exciting post-game shows, or during the offseason we talk recruiting, transfer portal. If you're into it, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. I'll be live tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, and then we will also be live on Friday night. Change of time. Braylon Russell is set to commit. We're going to go live at 7 p.m. Eastern time, leads you all the way up to the decision. So make sure you guys tune in for that. But let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's take a look at this article from on3.com, and it says here, Edwin Spillman set to make his commitment date, names 2 top schools. Let's take a look at who is in the mix for the 4-star linebacker out of Lipscomb Academy. Said he announced the top 6 of Florida State, Georgia, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and UAB in April. Now that list is down to 2. He's going to pick between Ohio State and Tennessee with a commitment date of July the 21st. He goes on to say here, my relationship with the coaches at each school is what it comes down to. I've known the coaches since I was a freshman. Both Ohio State and Tennessee have loved me and wanted to get me as both a player and a young man. I've been drawn to those two since the beginning, and why I want to put my focus into them. So he's going to make a decision on July the 21st. How confident are you right now going into that decision? I think Edwin Spillman, again, priority, obviously in-state kid, one of the top 10 players in the state. 247 Sports has him as the second best player in the state, but also you look at linebacker recruiting. I think he is crucial to get in the boat. I don't know where Tylen Singleton ends up. You've already got Jordan Burns in the boat. And yes, this coaching staff did a good job last cycle adding a lot of talent at that linebacker position. Jalen Smith, Jeremiah Teenlander. They've got some really, really talented football players. Adding a guy like Arian Carter late in the recruiting process, you know, the battle between Tennessee and Alabama. And that's the thing about, yes, July is important as we look to lock down some of those guys I mentioned in this morning's video. The Mike Matthews, Ryan Wingo, Amari Jefferson, Bennett Warren is a huge priority in this class of 24. Locking down a legitimate offensive tackle is so crucial for Glenn Ellerby to seal the deal, close. You've got to close some of these guys down. Cam Franklin, Kai Bates, Jordan Ross. We talked about a lot of guys in this morning's video. If you missed it, make sure you go back and give it a watch. Yes, July is important. The next few weeks are very important for how Tennessee closes out this class. But you got to remember, when you talk about a guy like Arian Carter, he was not on anybody's radar this time last year. He's a guy that really came on in his senior season, and some of those are going to happen. Tennessee's going to have an opportunity. Just talking to a listener of the channel today about the defensive line. Are you concerned if you don't land Cam Franklin or you don't land Jordan Ross? You're going to have an opportunity to pick up a couple of players as we play through the senior season of high school football. But I still think as Edwin Spillman nears that decision date of July the 21st, he is a huge, huge priority. The article goes on to say one of Spillman's first offers following his freshman year was from Tennessee. A few months later, he attended a camp at Ohio State and picked up an offer from the Buckeyes. Spillman's visited Columbus 4 or 5 times since then, says he falls in love with the school more and more with each trip. Here's the quote. The coaches they have up there are great people, great coaches. They want to see their players succeed. They love to compete and push each other, which I like. The brand also really stands out. If you go and watch Ohio State, everyone knows they're a great football team and they're a great football team and producing top players. Now he goes on to talk about Tennessee. What do you guys think is going on here? Because again, we've talked so much throughout the last few months about Spillman being a lock to Tennessee. Austin Price just put out an article this morning saying, hey, Ohio State is very much in this thing, still likes where Tennessee is at, but Edwin Spillman is not just a signed, sealed, delivered to Tennessee type of player. He has been going through the process. He legitimately likes what Ohio State has to offer. How do you guys feel? Jump into the comments and let me know. Is he a Tennessee lock, or does Ohio State have a shot here? And is he maybe just creating a moment for himself? Maybe he's having these conversations. Maybe he really likes Ohio State, but he is creating a moment for himself on the 21st to make his decision known. Says here he has a familiar feel. Tennessee has a familiar feel for Spillman. He may hold the Buckeyes in high regard, but the On3 recruiting prediction machine currently has Tennessee as the team to beat in his recruitment. He's visited Knoxville several times already, has some personal ties to the Vols. One of Spillman's teammates and best friends in 4-star corner, Caleb Beasley, is currently committed to the Vols. Also, his other brother, Nate, will be a freshman at Tennessee in the fall. Now, something to keep an eye on that we talk about all the time. Yes, the On3 recruiting prediction machine has Tennessee way out front. You go to 247 Sports, all 3 crystal balls that have come in for Spillman are to Tennessee. Now, keep an eye on that Steve Wiltfong crystal ball between now and the 21st. If that changes, that is going to be cause for concern. But right now, locked in, dialed in to Tennessee. He's got the relationships. He likes the coaching staff. He's an in-state kid. You got to feel good about where Tennessee is at. He says Spillman says having his older brother there helps Tennessee's cause a lot, but he's going to make the decision that fits him best. He has great relationship with the Vols coaching staff and appreciates the message that they have for him about coming to Knoxville and making a name for himself. Here's the quote. It says their message is also that if I come to make a name for myself and be able to play, UT is the spot. They really want me. The defensive coaches and the linebackers coach have a track record of sending players to the NFL. He wraps it up. He says, they showed that to me last weekend. It was surreal to see, but really awesome. So that's the deal from from Edwin Spillman. Going to make his decision coming up on July the 21st. What do you say? Hit the comment section. Let me know. Is he a Vol or is he a Buckeye? Does this give you cause for concern, or do you trust the process and where Tennessee has been this entire time? Jump into the comment section and let me know. As always, make sure you guys do smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. I would greatly appreciate it. You can go check out the merchandise. You can go to bonfire.com/store/talkinballs. We appreciate the support. Also, thank you to the members of the channel. If you're not a member of the channel, you want to be a part of that, hit the join button down below. You can join for as little as $1 a month. You support us, keep the lights on around here. Allow me to do this full time and bring you as much content as possible. But if not, smash the thumbs up, because that's quick, free, and easy. Jump into the comment section. Let's talk some Tennessee football, because this is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.